to Talk with Glenn Larry.
The views, opinions, and representations expressed on the Kagos Radio Network and its website are those of the host, guest, and participants. UFO Talk Radio can, but does not necessarily promote any particular lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only, and they are not intended to treat or diagnose and/or claim to cure any disease or condition, or give any medical or legal advice. All music is purchased and owned by LGA Broadcasting.
I got the windows rolled down, got the radio up, and I'm heading out of Vegas tonight. And it's a 1:30 on a 4-day run, and the desert is a welcome sight. I can see you there in that dress you wear, and it's keeping my foot on the gas. I'll drink a gallon of Joe just to make it back home and hold you in my arms at last.
Are you ready? What you are about to experience is real. Right along with us. From deep in the desert of Nevada, The Glenn Larry Show.
I'm with you, everybody. Thank you so very much. What a wonderful day, wonderful week of hand. I'll tell you for sure. The weather's been kind of crazy, but hot here in Las Vegas. Actually, in Good Springs, Nevada, our little beautiful town of Good Springs. As you go by, you see K-Ghost Radio. You know we're live from broadcasting here live. And I've got to really tell you, I've met some cool people lately that have been by the station that love K-Ghost Radio, UFO Talk Radio, and what we're doing over here at goodspringsradio.com. It looks like as you drive by this little building, you're going to see something like Northern Exposure. Yeah, well, that's well, that's the old radio time I was raised with. Seeing the DJ in the booth. Isn't that cool? Today, you don't see that. You see it on the radio. Now, you go to a broadcasting station, and you're in a building. You got to go into their building and go up the elevator and look what's going on. Well, nothing's going on. It's automated. Maybe one jock doing here, a news guy, whatever, and that's it. Here's the real deal, folks. Really is, and I do thank you so very much. I do bid you welcome wherever you are from, town, time zone, or date. You come back to YouTube all the time. You support me. I thank you so very much. I really do. And my friends on Facebook, thank you. Help me out there. All the friends and people out there. You know, I get your messages, and I know there's some people in need for prayer. Tracy, I'm praying for you, by the way. And happy birthday to a lot of people out there. I don't get to you all, but I'm trying to say happy birthday to you and happy anniversary. It's very important that I do that. You'll hear from me as I hit you. I got so many. Oh my gosh. I've got three of these going on, and a lot of email stuff too going through. So forgive me if I don't get back to you right away. We're trying to. I have an assistant now, and she's getting up to snuff, but she's overwhelmed. Well, I said, I'm running a radio station here, all these programming going on. We're on live, by the way. We're on live YouTube. We're on Facebook. We are on UFO Talk Radio. We're on K-Ghost Radio, goodspringsradio.com. We're on Country Boat Radio. We're on Midnight Talk Radio right now. Hot Talk Radio. We're there. We're everywhere. Spotify and whatever. We're there. So I got to do all this stuff before prep the show, before I go on. And I'm saying to myself, oh my God, can I do this by myself? Well, of course I can. I'm doing it. It's happening. We worked a lot of bugs out, and sometimes the bugs come back. Where's my engineer, my IT guy? Yeah, what it is. But to all my affiliates out there and nighttime drivers, I do thank you. To Dennis K6RCL, I'm praying for your wife, by the way. I know there's a lot going on. And may I say to all the podcasters out there that come on our show, we do thank you so very, very much. Sharing programming and music. Oh, I sent a lot of music out to a lot of people. You know, if you haven't got it, I'll find it for you. We'll make it happen for you, man. and the licensing agencies and all that go through. Yeah, put it in your database, boom, bang, boom, all taken care of. Yeah, that's what we do. But it's a lot of work, and you got to have it be on. These programs help you do that. By the way, just for you folks out there listening, this is what we do in radio. Yeah, accountability. Boy, and I'll tell you, I can't say the word, but it is really hard. But we're doing good. All my folks, you heard Chris Ears, Midnight Tonight. That's the song he has. Chris Ears, he is fantastic, and we want to thank him. Kudos out to him also. I also like to give a salute out to the Pioneer Saloon since 1913, Good Springs, Nevada, our little town here. Old man Liver, what a guy he is. He was on a couple nights ago. I'll tell you, he's a great guy. God, he has so much for this community. Fun guy. Has his own whiskey and all that stuff. Have I had it in this place? I don't know. Maybe he did. When the spirits are high, who's moving what? Rodney, you get no respect. Just joking on you. Yeah, it happens to be. I indulge once in a while, and hey, why not? Have a great time in life. Enjoy your life. Just watch what you're doing. Be Anyway, but to all my affiliates out there, podcasters, and to the thousands of people out there listening to us, and whatever time zone you might be in. Tune in, keep coming back to us. I am Glenn Leary, having fun with you. I got to say also a great hello to Chief Hall out there. Now, he's going to be coming out to see me, hopefully in November. We'll see. I don't know. He's got other schedules going on. Chief of police and chief of fire, or whatever he's doing now. I don't know. I can't keep up with him. Val and Chris, I had so much fun. My brother's birthday. Yeah, Chris. Man, we went to this Italian restaurant. Unbelievable. The bill is high. I mean, I pay my mortgage. It was great. And had a great time. And his mom's so cool. Hey, Mom, I love you. Yeah, I really do. And I tell you what, a family, good people. And I've been very blessed to have them with me. You have family out there, folks, right? People that you're maybe not blood relatives, and you became family. And they really care about you. Well, I found that in my life after a lot of stuff. It's all good. I used to love radio. Anyway, good people. All the family. Love them are in film and doing other things, the brothers and stuff. Unbelievable. We went on a cruise. It goes on and on and on. But anyway, it's not what I don't want anything from anybody but to live and have a good time in life and radio and funness and talk about issues and what have you. Not so serious where you're going to involve your life and jump up a bridge. My God, come back and turn a dial. But we're going to do that. No, we don't talk about a lot of politics and a lot of this stuff. Although tonight I might say a few things. And, by the way, we got Canada coming up. And I'm looking over here. Canada, we got Montana. What's this about Montana? They say the bears are running out of the Yellowstone Park in herds. Is that fake news or not? You give me a call later on. Let me know. I want to know if those are fake. And the bison, they're running out too. All sorts of wildlife is running out of this park because of the volcano. Maybe I don't know, but I'm getting reports and I'm seeing it on the. I really believe in the internet. I don't believe in internet crap. I have to do a little research myself. A lot of TikTok crap. I just don't. Come on, man. I told you before, check out the news. And we've done so. I kind of have some doubts. But that is an active volcano and stuff's going on. Mount Rainier's having some things going on. It could all happen at once. The thing from space. Okay, Larry, I hear the thing. Okay, if it comes from space and it's going to hit us, an asteroid, what are you going to do? Well, pull my pants up and look. Well, you don't know what you're going to do because you better run. Where are you going to run to? Well, we're all in the same boat. What the heck, Have that last steak and lobster or whatever, spend it with your family. Whatever. It's going to happen. It happens. Don't worry about anything. If I know, I'll tell you one thing. I believe in God. I don't worry about nothing except pay my bills. And I work on that. and they're paid, thank God. I want to get my buddy, spend a day with my friend. Starts with a B. Can't give him his name. He's a dear friend of mine. I love him dearly, and his wife. And I met a guy named Jeff today, and he looked like Red Buttons, man. I go, hey, you're Red Buttons, and like maybe I insulted him. I don't know. But my sister, my friend, and Christ, she goes, yeah, he does. I go, he's a little more hair on top, but Red got a little thin too. Great people. Great people, I'm telling you. And we had a good time. And yeah, and neat people all over, My friend, B, Mr. B, I'll call Mr. B. Very proud of him. War hero. And more than you can imagine. We talk. And we talk about whatever. And he's a God-loving man. And we pray. And that's pretty cool who this guy is. You have no idea. Maybe some do, but whatever. I love him. And if I have time to spend some time with him, I'll do it. If not, my schedule's been crazy lately. Attorneys, doctors, this and that. And, I got ideas and got things copyrighted and get these things branded. And it just goes on and on. In radio, my goodness gracious, you got those problems too. You got to stay on the air. You need donations to keep you going. Anybody out there? No, there has not been. But I've been carried on my own. I live on Social Security, little income here and there. Whatever helps, helps. And you can go on any of my sites and see how to help us out. But I want to thank upstairs and all the folks out there that have supported me. I do want to say hello to Barbara and Neil over there in London. I want to say to my friend Ken D in Florida, Randy in the PA, and Chief Hall again, Station Evandale 23, all those firefighters, EMS, and fire people, fire police. I'm a part of all that. I was a cop for many years, fire officer, firefighter, and that too, and did other things in law enforcement. Always been a radio and entertainment all my life, and NASA and Wadelco and, PR host. And what a wonderful life I've had, especially radio. I love radio. And I hope you enjoy our radio station and what we do. Tonight's going to be a crazy night. Discovery. I'm talking about discovery and disclosure about UFOs. The Pentagon they've told us already there is UAPs, UFOs, and they are not from here. They've already said it. Is that the disclosure we have going on? Is that what's happening? Discovery, no. In court, Discovery says this is what we have. And I don't think we're hearing the whole story. I think the Space Force is going to be amped up. I feel that the protection of us, the United States of America, we need that support in space. We need to build up, and it's all part of the plan, folks. I'm telling you. Do I trust my government? No. Do I love my government? Yes, I love my government. But do I trust my government? Some, of course I do. Come on. I don't want to live like Russia. I don't want to live like some third country. No, I want to live like American, and I'm proud to be an American. My flag is high, very high, and I fly, the blue stripe too, and the red stripe, and the green stripe. I'm pro law enforcement, pro fire. I'm pro all that takes care of us. When you've served in law enforcement, some capacity, you have a connection. But when you take that hand up and you take that oath, which I did twice, 3 times, by the way, and that's a life thing, I believe. Not, you're off the department now, you've moved on, you're off, they got rid of you, or what, I don't care. If you took that oath and you became a bad guy, which there has been rogue bad guys, shame on you. And I hope you go down for it. You see them every day. Officers over there doing their thing on a traffic stop, and they overreact. They generate. It's crazy, and they're provoked. Some of them are, but no. You have the Constitution, and they have the Constitution when they get sworn in. They should know better. They should be trained. Yeah, I've been through it. I've never been on the side of being an officer doing it to somebody. No, because I knew the rights of that person. When you pull them over, you ask them certain questions, and they go lawyer on you, and all of a sudden you go, "Oh, what am I dealing with here?" Now you're under suspicion. You're caught, and something else is going to happen. Yeah, well, I'm glad I'm not in law enforcement anymore. That's another world. That's not the same person I was. I'm a radio guy and enjoying people. Yeah. Well, enough about that. So we go back to the Pentagon. UAPs, UFOs. We've all heard about this. And when they said to us, yes, there is someone out there that is not us. They say there are other beings out there. Well, and they have retrieved other beings. So now, that's been said. Now that's the disclosure, I guess. What's next? What's going to happen? Everybody's waiting. What's going to happen? Are they going to land on the Capitol, on the White House lawn? We're seeing more of these UFOs, UAPs everywhere, USOs out of oceans, and they're being reported very rapidly to MUFON and the report center, but it's not hitting the main news. They're holding something back for a reason. Maybe they're holding something back because there's asteroids coming. I don't know. All the politics stuff going on, the crazy stuff, You know what really chaps my ass? And that's something I shouldn't say those words. And I've never said something like that in the air, but makes me upset. Is that our farmers need to raise food for America. And I know they sell overseas and all that stuff. But how does it happen? And maybe you can help me with this with Collins. That China buys property in America, buys seeds farms in America, our food supply in America. Why are other countries buying property, farms next to, oh my goodness gracious, it's a military facility or something like that? This is what's been said. This is what's going on. Correct me, please. Call in when I tell you to. I want to hear your comments. What's going on? Why in the hell would we sell anything to a foreign country in America? Was it a corporation that sold that to the Chinese? What the hell's going on here? What the hell's going on? Why would we do that? And I pray to God, I think there is, I know there probably is, that someone's agricultural people are looking over this stuff, and the committees and stuff are on top of this. I pray to God they are. You heard about the fungus thing. The Chinese are coming in with some fungus, which is going to ruin our food supply. What's next? At least we stop those students, those people doing what they're doing. Read up on it. Look at it, decipher it. I have not. I'm just giving you some information that I've heard. I don't know. I'm very concerned, and you should be too. We should protect America. And that's not a political statement. I'm an American. I want Americans be safe from all this crap. The news out there, what's going on in America? God, it's so confusing, so fake. You're going, okay, I'll watch the news tonight, but this other channel says this. We don't know what's going on. Come on, give us the truth. Give us the real deal. Well, I'm sure a lot of you folks will be calling in with the real deal. with your channels and the people you support, Fox News or NBA. I don't know. I don't trust anybody anymore. Got me? I don't trust them all. I do trust you that are listening to this show right now, that cares, that really cares about it. God. Well, I'm concerned about the UAPs. Now, we handle the little stuff here on Earth. We can handle all that. We can handle the Bigfoot, the UFO sightings and all that. But what's happening behind the scenes? Oh, by the way, in Georgia, they had a wonderful sighting of Christ and the angels in the sky, in the clouds. Well, now, I do not believe that was what you saw. I believe you saw a hologram being tested for Mexico or some third country, because they'll really flip out and believe. It is a mirage. It's fake. They're doing all they can to ruin your mindset of what's really going on. Concentrate down that avenue. Don't go down the rabbit hole. I can take you down those with all my stuff, and I have, and enjoyed it with you. I don't know. I know I'm kind of off the bearings tonight about all this stuff, but I want you to really consider what's really going on. What is going on? Now, I have all my different shows, different websites, and I'll tell you, Midnight Talk Radio will be much more than you can imagine. We're going to be talking about UFOs, ghosts, and all that stuff, and we're kind of changed some things. We're going to take you over to that site. So you'll be hearing, if you'll be going instead of YouTube and Facebook, you'll go to Midnight Talk Radio, click. If you want, you just went there, you'll hear the broadcast right now. It's alive. But I'll be able to play my own music. Everything I want, my bumpers, everything. It'll be a crazy show, just like I was downtown in Las Vegas. Right here in Good Springs, the same thing I do here. But I'm chopped off. I'm cut off with certain things I say on Facebook and YouTube. Yeah, done. So now I'm using another source for you to hear our broadcast. And I'll use the other source to broadcast what's going on. All you got to do is just join us. And that's coming up. And I'll tell you when to pull the plug. I push the plug. I push the button. The green pill or the purple pill? Go for the happy pill. Kagos Radio, Glenn Larry Show. Having fun with you. Shoot. All right. I'm going to go commercial. We're going to be back right after this. Thank you so much.
Mom, you wanted to talk to me?
The calendar hypnosis into thumbtack cushion, completely tailwind. And sewing elephants plant before cartoon paper cups. So numbers renovate.
If your teenager is trying drugs or alcohol, would you know the right words to use?
Afterward, lightly fish scale. Doorbell.
Find out what to say at drugfree.org. A message from the Partnership for a Drug-Free America.
Violence, theft, drugs, graffiti. It's all part of joining a gang. In times like these, we need to protect our children and our community from gangs. Gangs often prey on unsupervised teens with low self-esteem, who perform poorly in school, who seek a sense of belonging, or are simply bored. Joining a gang often involves violent hazing rituals. Once in a gang, members can become alienated from their families, school, and friends. Drugs, guns, and malicious activity are common elements in gangs. Trying to leave a gang can be a difficult and dangerous process. The best way to get out of a gang is never to join one. Protect kids from being recruited by a gang. Know who they're hanging out with. Involve kids in after-school activities and provide positive role models. Help reduce gang activities in your community by working with local law enforcement and school systems. Don't let a kid you know get involved with gangs. Visit ncpc.org to learn more or contact your local law enforcement agency.
A message from the U.S. Department of Justice, National Crime Prevention Council, and the Ad Council.
Headline edition, July 8, 1947. The Army Air Forces has announced that a flying disc has been found and is now in the possession of the Army. Army officers found sometime last week has been inspected in Roswell, New Mexico, and sent to Wright Field, Ohio, for further inspection.
Oh, it's been around for years. All the UFO stuff. That's we reported here for many, many years. And you can go on the internet and find anything you want. YouTube, watch it all, experience. But now what's happening? It is stop. We're at a blank right now. Blank. We're told nothing. Everything you've heard, discovery, yeah, disclosure. What if well, there's no disclosure? No. They're going to let you know how much you can hear and see. But believe me, when it comes, seriously, when they're here, they're already here. But when you start to see stuff, things are going to happen. And things are going to change your life. Do I believe in hybrids and all that? Hard to buy. But maybe abductions, what are they doing? Are there time travelers that are here before? Are they us, developed many years ago and coming back, trying to save us because we're really effing up this earth? And we have, trust me, really hurt this earth, Mother Earth. Indian friend of mine, love him dearly, tells me this all the time. I have a couple Indian friends. I was a tribal police officer, by the way, and met with many Indians, was in a sweat lodge, and shared this stuff, shared stick people, shared UFOs and what they've seen. And I'm telling you, not just talking to the choir here. I've had some experience in a lot of stuff, but I'll tell you, things are going to change, and it's on the way. You are in the new enlightening of what's happening in the HAP, but you may not hear about what's in the HAP. You might be there because it's going to happen around you anyway, whether you're with it or not, and spiritually are one of those that just go along and with the program. Oh, yeah. Nothing wrong with that either. Nothing wrong with that. There's sometimes I wish I did not know what I know. And there's some things I can't ever talk about doing with space and intelligence and all that. I cannot talk about. I'll be taken out. I'm kind of surprised, although I've had Men in Black in front of my home and my building. Yeah. And witnesses to be around me when this happens. I'm on camera outside everywhere. But when SUVs pull up and they're dark, and I get enough, you know what, to go pound on their window, and roll it just a crack, just to see a little bit. Who wears hats in their cars? Who wears old-fashioned hats in their cars? It's crazy. But anyway, yes, I'm a little upset about why should we sell land to anybody but the United States? Trade is trade, but you don't trade off the land of the United States. I would think that would be treason. They are trying to hurt our food supply. I really think that. So, with your calls, I'd like to hear what your thoughts are. Please let me know. I would really like to know, what are your thoughts?
To talk with Glenn Larry, deep in the desert of Nevada, lines are open at 1-702-874-1114. That's 702-874-1114.
I do have another line. This is the time traveler line. If you're a time traveler and you have some answers, it's 385-423-4333. It's a time traveler line. If you are, and have some, maybe having a story, or let me know what's going on. Enlighten us. 423-4333 or this line.
To talk with Glenn Larry, deep in the desert of Nevada, Lines are open at 1-702-874-1114. That's 702-874-1114. Now, here again. You're listening to Glenn Leary on UFO Talk Radio from the LGA Broadcasting Networks.
I'll tell you, unbelievable. Had some emails come on to my computer. I cannot get to Facebook's. I know they're up there. I know YouTube's got some stuff going on, but I had some emails. And yeah, have you sold out? Oh, well, it was a question. Have you sold out? Only land and whatever you sell to China, you're a billionaire. Done over with. When you walk away, oh, somebody else bought the farm. I didn't know they bought the farm. I didn't know what happened. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Crazy stuff. Back to the Pentagon. How much are they letting out to us? And I know all the whistleblowers. We've heard them all. And I'll tell you that so many of them are just sitting back going, wow, I did my thing. Now what? Now what? And there's more to come. The more you're out and about, I guess you're safe. I don't know how that works, but we all know. Yeah. They're in control. So much in control. And critical thinking, I ask you, no bad language, and one call per person. And turn down your radio devices when you call in. Because it can be very confusing. You won't know where you're at. I won't know where I'm at. We'll just have to hang up and start over with someone else. So you don't want to do that. To my prompt friends out there, I do thank you so much for listening. And I'll get that number out.
Pahrump lines are open at 775-990-8275. That's 775-990-8275.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Ross. Oh, I tell you, he is fantastic. I've got people driving by, parking in front of the show, in front of the station, and waving. I do see your sign. We love you, Glenn Leary. Oh, my goodness gracious. I'm on the air. Stay around. I'll get you guys some bumper stickers and what have you. I would love to hear from my friend Ken in over there in Florida. He has some interesting stuff. He has been feeding this weird bird that came by, and I don't know what that bird's all about, but I guess it's a different type of bird you don't see in that area. I don't know. He'll tell me more about it if he does call. I know that Barbara might be out of town. I don't know. I had a nice email from Glenn, my buddy Glenn Eat it. And He's a wonderful guy. This guy's a guitar player, steel guitar player. He's been on a lot of albums with Johnny Cash and some other people and whatever, Nashville people. Eat it is his last name. And I did have on Country Vault Radio, if you go to my website, countryvaultradio.com. Yeah, see the stars I've had on, interviewed. Oh, my goodness gracious. Unbelievable. And I represent them. I mean, we'll push them. Anything they want, we'll do it for them. And get you the emails. I think they have the emails on their site, by the way. I'm sure they do. No. My friend, Old Man Liver, my goodness gracious, the Asshole Association. Oh, did I say a bad word? No. If you go to, I believe it is the Pioneer Saloon on their website, and they have the Asshole Association, and go to the link, it tells you about it. You're going to see an old miner there, and he's going to tell you all about the Asshole Association, which I'm a lifetime member, by the way. Whoa, yes. And I'm number 68, I think I am, when they first started it, way back in the day. I'm talking, what is it, 97, 96, or something like that. And when I first came here in this beautiful town of Good Springs, beautiful people, beautiful weather. Well, it does get hot, but whatever, but it's just beautiful. And I own my house here, and yeah, it's just wonderful folks. But they have an organization that helps out a lot of children. And how they do it, they save the funds every year. They buy food and clothing and Christmas gifts, Santa Claus, the whole bit, and it puts on a lot of stuff. And that's where it goes, the children. But you got to watch that video. I'll tell you all about it. You might see a guy that's kind of familiar. But no, it's so good. It's so great. One of my better performances. Yeah. But no, we do thank Old Man Leverett Steve over there and the Pioneer Saloon. Gosh, what a great folks. A lot of activities, a lot of things going on. Summer things to do, get out here. They got misters. Don't worry about the heat. You're going to cool down. You're going to have fun. Yeah, ain't that far away. Oh, 8 miles from Vegas. Yeah, so check it out. Good friends of mine. Have fun. It's not a call to orders. Let's come out and enjoy yourself. That's what I say. Gosh, I'll tell you. Firefighting. Ever want to be a firefighter? Join your local volunteer fire department, whoever they may be. Join up, become. They have all the training for you. They'll spend the money on you to do that. You'll do some studying, believe me. You want to be healthy. I'm going to go out there, run up the ladder and say, I'll help you. I'll be down there. They're helping me. So I can't do that no more. I could work the radio. But no, I used to do that back in my day when I was young. But all right, get the cat. Cat's in the window. No, I can't do it anymore. Yeah, I would love to though. And but I love my firefighters, my EMSs, everybody, from doctors and nurses, you name it, police. And we've been very blessed. I've been very blessed. So, yeah, do care for them. You get a chance to contribute to them, do so. All right? Taking calls. We'll take some calls. Sometimes we get a lot of calls, sometimes none. Sometimes one or twosies. But that's what I put it out there for. It is hot. I hope you're listening. Whoever you may be, don't use your own name. Just be sensible. Like I say, critical thinking and all that. Turn down the radio. Yeah.
To talk with Glenn Larry, deep in the desert of Nevada, lines are open at 1-702-874-1114. That's 702-874-1114. Now, here again, Glenn Larry.
Oh, yes, I have a picture coming up back in the day. This is one of the studios. This is another studio that I have. I want to find the one in the bus. Oh, here it is. Yes, this is in the bus, a school bus. Back in the day, man, this is 94, 96. And we were pirate back then. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, we were Now we're not, of course. We're under the Part 15 and all that. We're all legal, and Transparency legal. So I here we are. Yeah. And I'm happy. If you look at that microphone, there's a phone receiver on there because I didn't have a teleline or a box to do the take calls like this. Couldn't take calls. I had to just go do it. So, yeah, I was young then. That's the person I was interviewing. And that's a fireman, police officer, I believe, back in the day. And of course, then we had the Art Bell studio. I called it the B studio. There's that big Art Bell's clock there. Yeah, pretty cool, huh? God, we have more fun. And I have a new studio we're building. I haven't got that up and going. I'm working on the air conditioner. Gonna buy one, new one. Lots of money. Lots of money. There I am, right there, in the B studio, having fun. Yeah, it's all about having fun in radio. If you're not having fun, it's your own damn fault. That's my buddy tells me that all the time. He does. Lou Barnes, great guy. And that's the guy who worked at aerospace at Delco Electronics and LAV and the armament and all that stuff. I had a great time working for GM in Goleta, California. By the way, I'm going to say hello to my daughter out there. She's listening. Crystal, I love you so much. Don't ever forget that. No matter what's over the dam, in the dam, or I don't give a damn. No, but you know what I'm saying. Love you. And to Ed Likeb out there, and to Kirk McDonald, and to all my people, Barry Craig, all my friends out there, we love you. And thank you for tuning in. Our numbers are high, and we want to keep them high. I don't want to be high. Maybe later on after the show, I might have a couple, spirits down there at the Pioneer Saloon and looking for spirits. Who knows? They're everywhere. They're in my house, by the way. Yeah, I've seen them. They moved a couple things around. I don't like, my cat goes crazy. She's like, oh, what's this? And she's like looking. My dog used to bark all the time. Wah, 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 in the corners and stuff. Well, they see things that we don't see, of course. And I can accept that. I can. Give us a call.
To talk with Glenn Larry, deep in the desert of Nevada. Lines are open at 1-702-874-1114. That's 702-874-1114. Now, here again, Glenn Larry.
Give that cowboy a call. Yeah. Talk to you about the old West or whatever. I just come across Steve Gibbs' picture. I'll throw it up here for you. And fascinating guy, time travel. I was talking to a gentleman last week about time travel. I think I mentioned that last show. Yeah. And this guy was a big fan and really believes in time travel. And I said, well, I have one of his devices. And Art Bell, this is the same one that Art Bell has, the same one. And will I plug it in? Like I said last week, I don't think I'll ever plug that in. No. But there have people that have plugged it in. They have not been heard of. I'll stay in this little radio station in Good Springs, Nevada, broadcast from here, have fun, not worry about time travel, and just keep doing my show. This is a cool shot when it snows and stuff. It's kind of neat. Yeah, how about that picture? That's K-Ghost Radio right now. If you drive by, you'll see me in the window. Other stations are inside. The half of that's another station. And then we have a couple stations inside my house, of course. And we're working on that. I should have a place to live. What do you think? Yeah. It's all radio research and all that. My girlfriends are just like, you don't want to stay here. Get too many books around you. Now, whatever. I don't know if they even read. Maybe not. That might be a good thing. I don't know. I won't go there. Anyway, are you having fun yet? Have you thought about what we talked about tonight? What do you think about the farming thing, the seed thing, and all that? Who's buying up the seeds? What are we buying? Who's giving up what we got? Who's going to control our food source? That's how they're going to get us, kids. EMF or that. Take us down. water supply. Oh, don't worry, baby. Don't worry me about that, please. I have a bug out kit. I got some stuff in reserves. I've done it. I bought some money. It cost, I bought some stuff. It cost me money. But I did it. Just in case. Be prepared. Like a Boy Scout. I don't want to ever have to worry about that getting to that point. But we're living in different times. I don't care, Democrat, Republican, or what the hell you are. It's survival. Your neighbor's going to say, hey, man, can you help me out? People come to your house, you got to worry about all this. Oh, God. Please don't make that come to that. I pray to God for that. But we got to be prepared. The meek shall survive. I'm not survive. I believe. You believe. Have the strength. Yes. But be smart about it. Please. We'll be back right after this.
Every day, people are afraid to report violent crimes. In times like these, choosing to report a crime or helping the police can be a difficult decision. A no-snitching culture has sprung up in our communities, making it unpopular and sometimes even dangerous to report a crime. Do the right thing by calling 911 or your local crime tip line. If you're the victim of a crime, report it. If you know about a crime, report it. To learn more about how to do the right thing, visit ncpc.org or contact your local law enforcement agency.
A message from the U.S. Department of Justice, National Crime Prevention Council, and the Ad Council.
He is back. Now, on UFO Talk Radio, Glenn Larry.
I'm so tired of hearing about Epstein. God, I'm so tired of that. Couldn't stand the guy when he was whatever. Of course you see pictures of the president and then people around him and Obama, everybody around. Well, the guy was what he did. He was a lobbyist type of guy and was into all sorts of stuff, Doesn't mean everybody was into his crap. You know what I'm saying? For what he's being prosecuted for was. Come on. Yeah. Move on. He's no longer here. Move on. And when I say that, I've had my doubts too. All the conspiracy stuff, trust me. Whoa. Out of this world. Tired of it. Like the OJ thing. What about the glove, man? The glove, they didn't fit him. Well, they shrunk him, maybe. I don't know what they did with them. We couldn't get him on now. Again, there you go. What do you do? What do you say? What do you believe? Is it worth the time and energy about worrying about that? I got other things to worry about. We have an asteroid coming, for God's sake. Not that bad. Just putting you out there to think about there's other things to worry about. And if you believe, why worry? Not a la-la land, folks. Believe me. I worry that my bills are covered, which they are. And there's many people out there that have no hope because they've lost everything. They're on the streets, they're homeless and all that. Be thankful for what you have. I don't think any other hosts have ever told you this. But be thankful. And we have to be structured. It has to last. We have to carry on here. We have to defend the United States of America. And be careful how we do it. Be sensible. Be sober. Understanding. Loving. But be direct and be thoughtful in the mind of the sense of what is really happening. A lot of us be beyond my pay grade, big time. And politics, we don't talk much about on the station. No. We said when Barbara brings something up, she kind of, well, that's Barbara. We don't, it's a whole new game. It's Washington. It's everything. It's unbelievable. They don't think like us. It's unbelievable thought process of what they're doing. House, Congress, Senate, lobbyists, if there is anymore. I think there still is. It's what? I mean, it's a machine that we common folk can't rationalize the thought process because it's so unbelievable. The lies, the deceit, and all that. I don't care about any party. It's pretty corrupt out there, folks. When you talk about radio and conspiracies and stuff, I enjoy it. But I want to tell you, there's a lot to it. There's a lot around the picture frame. You start looking in like the donut, look through the donut. Concentrate on the donut, not the hole. Yeah, there's something going on. Well, we want to thank you. Going to cut a little short tonight. I am Glenn Larry Glenn Anderson, K-Ghost Radio, UFO Talk Radio, GoodSpringsRadio.com. Don't forget about we have a gospel hour at 10 o'clock every Sunday, 10:30, with a couple of folks. That's fantastic. So tune in then if you like. I'd love to hear you. Love to have you tune in. All the other stations we have on, if you go to K-Ghost Radio, and there's a little 4 or 5, 6 of those slants up there. You push that, you'll see all the different radio stations I have. And we're trying to make it all happen for you. I'm going to thank you so very much for being a part of K-Ghost Radio, part of my life as an entertainer and radio personality and owner of a radio stations. And what's important to me is your thoughts, having fun with radio. Let's talk about it. Nothing wrong with that. Be well. God bless. Play well together. If you don't, it's your own fault. If you have a problem with that, don't leave yourself behind. Say to yourself, hey, I'll pick myself up. If you don't have a good time in life, it's your own darn fault. Be well. But have faith. Bye-bye.